Right, guys, the underlying energy for this week is the King of Wands. This speaks of someone being charismatic, very active, very passionate, and this is also dealing with possibly someone that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Um, this energy right now, I think it's geared towards you guys. Someone that you see is very confident, or this is have something to do with your confidence. But this is about passion. This is somebody being more passionate. So that's the energy for this week. All right, let's go ahead and figure out what's going on in regards to the passion here. The Emperor is the heart of the reading, so stubbornness, being stuck in your way, having your way of the highway all the time. It's being stubborn, pretty much, because it's ruled by Aries, and Aries planet is Mars. Mars is about the planet of doing, and it's the divine masculine. Energy here. So you guys are definitely feeling pretty, stiff and not stuck. And I'm not saying men are stuck or stiff or anything. This is just basically saying that you are the boss. You are the alpha. This speaks of being the alpha male, the alpha female. Being the alpha, but you're also being very stubborn. So this has something to do with being stubbornness, and it's keeping you from breaking bad habits or breaking some sort of connection of some sort. Now, this is a love life reading. I'm going to say this is definitely a karmic relationship that's going on, a karmic connection, possibly even an unhealthy relationship. Whatever this is caused, whatever this is up, whatever this is for you guys, it ain't being broken because somebody's being stubborn. Now, I don't see any other cards here that doesn't say it's not you, other than the King of Wands. So you could be dealing with somebody that is the King of Wands that's being very stubborn, and it's keeping you guys from breaking your relationship. But this is weird towards you guys. You could have somebody that's very stubborn, but you have the ability to break it. It could be you that's being very stubborn about handling something, so you can break a bad habit or break some kind of karmic connection. This isn't about the King of Wands being bad to you. This is about what you can do to make your love lives better, or this is taking a look at your love life to see what's going on with you, and if you want to change it, you can do so, because this is about you. So you guys could be being very stubborn right now in regards to breaking a karmic relationship, breaking some bad habits. Simple as that. If you want to break those bad habits, we're going to be looking at the crowning energy here. The crowning energy, as I used to say, is what you're dealing with, what you want, or how to get to what you want. For the foreseeable future, from now on, we're going to be looking at what you need to do to get to what you want. And this card here is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands means taking action, doing something, making it happen. You guys have to move. You guys got to move. You got to do something, because whatever this is going on isn't healthy. Isn't that healthy for you guys, especially? This is about you guys. I want everybody to be good and to be healthy, to be, to be at their best. And if it needs for you guys to, put some action for it, put some passion towards what you're doing, this is the time to do it. The cards are saying it's time for you to act. So that is the advice that you're getting for the cards, from the cards there. In the past, you had the Four of Pentacles. This is stuck energy. You guys were feeling, well, not really stuck energy. Yeah, it's about stability, but this isn't necessarily a good stable. It's keeping things to yourself, kind of not taking risks and keeping everything close and tight. So you guys are a lot more tight. Maybe you guys are saving money, things like that, or perhaps you guys were kind of reclusive in a relationship, or keeping your feelings to yourself and not expressing yourself. But this was in the past now. This is where you guys are keeping things that you had value to, had very much value in to yourself, because you were feeling more vulnerable then. You held on tighter. So that was what was up. This vulnerability was making y'all tight. Okay? But in the present, y'all are feeling more left out in the cold now. Capricorn, I love you guys. I have a brother that's a Capricorn. I love him to death. But there's one thing that is that I like to connect is, if you keep things to yourself, how will you have support? How will you have that support group that you need. You can't, because you keep things to yourself. You break things off. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So when you have the Four of Pentacles in the past, you keep things up and tight, because you're feeling vulnerable, and it's understandable. That's understandable. I'm not judging it at all. But right now, you guys are feeling left out in the cold. You guys are feeling kind of lonely. You guys are feeling like there's nobody around, you know what I'm saying? You guys could even also be still ignoring some help, ignoring the signs of, some support. You know what I'm saying? This is what's happening presently. That's sad. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe you guys are feeling left out in the cold because somebody's being very stubborn to you guys. And you guys could be ignoring help in regards to the situation as well. But this is about, and it makes sense. Think about the King of Wands for a moment. I'm going to go back. I never usually do this, but I'm going to go back into this. I never really pick up a card again and talk about it, but this is what I'm going to do. You see how the King of Wands is about confidence and everything. What is Aries all about? He's about who he is, right? He represents, I like to see him as ego. And not having an ego is not a bad thing. Everybody should have an ego, I believe. You should have something about yourself, which is an ego. This is about your guys' ego. You guys are being stubborn, not breaking stuff. Your stubbornness is keeping you from breaking things. You need to make an action that possibly made you feel like feeling vulnerable in the past, but now you really are vulnerable. Okay? You're still ignoring help right now. That's what it looks like. I hope not. I hope you guys are, taking in that, any help that you can get right now, because it's all right to be able to, to ask for help. It's cool. It's totally normal. It's human nature. For those of you that aren't accepting help, okay? For those of you that don't have any help right now, it could be because there was some restrictions in the past you guys put. You guys were very, kept within yourself. You weren't opening up. Nobody really knows you to help you, if that makes sense. If it was like that. Or somebody is just like, we don't know what's up. Maybe they don't know that you're feeling lonely because you kept everything to yourself. In the future, though, how you see things is messages. Maybe you guys opening yourselves up, communicating with people again, being more out there in the world, getting that action going. Again, that's right underneath the Three of Wands, which is taking action. Perhaps you guys will be taking action in messages in the future, and I think that's great. Getting communication going, getting that, get things moving again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things aren't stagnant, but they sure as fuck feel like it. Let's go ahead and clarify the Emperor. Okay. The Three of Cups. Now, again, we just talked about support. The Five of Pentacles is about lack of support, not having much support, feeling kind of left out in the cold. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how you're feeling. This is what's going on with you right now. You guys also could be feeling a little broke right now. You guys probably are, having a lot of loose change in your pockets, and you don't have a lot of dough right now. Speaking of the Four of Pentacles, trying to save up. But right now, you guys are being stubborn in regards to relationships, regards to friendships, communities, and support. Maybe you guys are kind of keeping yourselves out of the communities here, which is really interesting. But this is stubborn about support, so maybe you guys aren't, the problem is in regards to support, and then you're being stubborn about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's keeping you from breaking bad habits, which is possibly being alone and trying to figure out shit on your own. You know what I'm saying? It could mean that you guys are trying to break this karmic relationship by yourself, and you can't. You can't do it by yourself. Or it's making you guys feel very lonely right now. I mean, it's right on top of the Five of Pentacles, like I said before. It's loneliness. You're stubborn about support. Okay, and it's keeping you from possibly breaking old habits, and it has something to do with isolation, solitude. This bad habit is about solitude, guys. You guys are really deep in your own stuff. This is pretty much a lot about you. It could be because of a past relationship, maybe with a King of Wands. But this has a lot to do with you guys. This is about your self-love. You know what I'm saying? I see this more of self-love for you guys. You guys need to love yourselves before you guys go into a relationship. And you know this already. That's why there isn't really much, 2 to 3 people. The 3 of Cups, yes. That symbolizes 3 people. It really symbolizes a friendship, a community of some sort. But it means support. And this is about you guys being by yourself. So it's just definitely this bad habit could do with being isolated, keeping a lot of time to yourself, and it's fine. Everybody needs that time to be alone and by themselves. But it becomes a bad habit when you're alone, when you're by yourself, when you want to be around people. Too much of anything is a bad thing. Or can be anyway. Alright, 3 of Wands here. What's going on with that? The world, successful completion. So this taking action is about your successful completion, ending a cycle right now. So ending a cycle, beginning of a new. So this karmic relationship that you guys kind of feel stuck in right now. The 9 of Pentacles, she doesn't feel stuck, but she is by herself. She's still, it's lonely. And whatever this relationship is, it's probably just kind of more one-sided. Like you guys kind of feel stuck on one side, and the other person feels stuck on the other. But you guys can't break it, and it's due to some being stubborn and not being around friends, maybe. But taking action is what's going to break this up. It's going to break it, and it's going to get you to your next level, to get you to that next phase in your life that you can start fresh and brand new. So the action is to do something. Put some action into this, and see some new beginnings. Now, to clarify, the 4 of Cups is the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles is the 4 of Pentacles. Y'all are being stuck. Y'all are not opening up about anything. You guys are just closed up, like clams. You guys are tight. What is the Emperor? Tight. What is the 4 of Pentacles? Tight. And when you get double of them, you guys are definitely being tight. Come on now. You guys got this is in the past though, which is good to see. It's good to see that this is in the past. You guys were being tight. You guys were serious in not opening up. You're not expressing yourself. Because I don't feel like, I would say that you guys probably being restricted information about your partner, or being restricted information about how someone feels. But this, I feel like a lot of this is about you guys. You guys are being seen as the King of Wands. This is about ego. This is about self-love and self-awareness. Now, what are the 2 signs that are very much self-oriented? Aries and Leo. Sagittarius, they're about themselves too, but they're more open and more expansive, and they're able to receive more information to better themselves. Fire signs are very good at being good at themselves. Okay? And that's what's up. What I'm getting from that with this energy is not just that it could be, you guys very well could be dealing with a relationship with this person right now. They could be very stiff and not giving you any support, or they're being stubborn about support, and you're feeling lonely in this karmic relationship. Now that could very well happen. What you guys need to do to get out of it is, or whatever you guys need to do with the advice it's giving you, is to take action regardless of what it is to get to, in regards to a successful completion, right? And you guys could very well be the one restricting receiving the restricted, kind of energies. Like no one's opening up, and you kind of feel left out in the cold right now because in the past, nobody was saying nothing. But for some of you guys, this could very well apply for what I just said. But I'm getting that this is mostly about you guys. This is mostly about how you guys are doing. This is about you guys. What about the 5 of Pentacles? 5 of Pentacles. Now, I don't want you guys to cry or anything. I love y'all. I want you guys to be happy. This isn't something I'm happy to see. I don't want to see this for anybody. Nobody deserves that card. Okay? And I want you guys to be the happiest for people as much as you possibly can. The Ace of Pentacles. It's a stable beginning. So you're feeling left out in the cold in regards to a stable beginning. So maybe there isn't any financial stuff happening for you guys. You guys are feeling actually pretty baroque. And you probably got a new job today. Or you're receiving or looking towards a new job. Or you got a call back. You're getting callbacks or something like that. Huh. Or maybe this stable beginning is making you guys feeling left out in the cold. If this is a relationship with somebody. It's really interesting. Perhaps, I think this is mostly about a new job. I mean, good for you guys. Okay? Good for you guys. Sorry I just went ham on y'all like that. I love you. I love you. I love everyone. And I don't want anybody to be upset. But I do want you guys to be happy. You know? I want you guys to be absolutely happy. And the best way to do that is to let people in. So with this help and stuff, like, you know, feeling out in the cold, you got a new job, okay? You guys aren't feeling broke no more. You guys got some physical stuff going on, practical stuff in your wake, you know? You guys could have been hardcore saving money, and this is a love reading. That's why I'm not reading this as if this is a financial reading, but y'all are Capricorns. I'm just going to be honest with you. You guys are very much focused on, you know, how you make that dough, what you guys do to make that dough. I knew a girl that, worked 3 jobs? 2 jobs? 3 jobs. She worked 3 jobs and went to college. You guys are the hardest workers I've ever seen. You and Taurus. Very hard workers. But yeah. So perhaps you guys are feeling left out in the cold in regards to this new beginning with someone else, this stable new beginning, a beginning that has some foundation to it. So you guys could be feeling, you know, feeling left out in the cold. And it's already the beginning of this, you know? Maybe in the past, you guys weren't opening up. You guys are finally in a relationship, and it's just, you kind of feel like that in the cold because you never opened up before. It's a new part of vulnerability that you've probably never felt before. Or you guys just never opened up in the beginning. You haven't opened up, and you just kind of, you felt vulnerable, so you kind of keep everything kind of close and tight. And you have no support now in this relationship, in this new beginning with somebody. But how you see the future is great. You have the Fool and the 6 of Cups. That means that you have a new beginning. You're taking risks. You see yourself taking more risks based off of the things that happened in the past. Now, this could also be a soulmate relationship here with the 6 of Cups. This could be someone that comes into your life that shows you what you need to do to help you grow the best and grow and get to your highest potential. But this is about nostalgia. This is about the past. You're moving forward. You're taking risks due to the past. And that's how you see the future. And I think that's freaking amazing. Great, guys. I'm happy to see that future because you guys deserve happiness. Try something different. Because, I mean, you only live once, and it's better to try as much as you can rather than to not. You know? And it's great to see that because the 4 of Pentacles is the opposite of the Fool. The Fool is taking risks. He's trying things out. He's living, you know? He's going off and he's experiencing things and he's open to it. The 4 of Pentacles isn't. He's like, I'm good. I'm happy with my stuff. I'm happy with myself. I'm not going out there because I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And it's about vulnerability for the 4 of Pentacles. And the Fool embraces his vulnerability and he tries to, you know, expand that. You know what I'm saying? So that is really good to see in your future. Sorry, again. I don't know. I feel the Venus, because you know Venus after watching Magic Mike's, not Magic Mike's, Peace Dealer. Look him up on YouTube. The Peace Dealer. He talks about Venus coming out of her retrograde portion where she went back to Pisces and she came back into Aries. She went through Taurus. She's in Taurus now, I think. Or no, she's actually in Yeah, I think she's in Taurus or she's just coming out of Taurus and she's going to Gemini. Not quite sure, but just to be sure, just go ahead and look it up. But she's not happy with people. She's not happy with people. She's making sure, like through her experience, she's making sure that everybody knows what they need to do, what they need to know about their love. If you don't, or if you're not convinced about something, Venus will intervene. So when I see this and I'm getting the messages from Venus herself, I'm seeing this and I'm just like, guys, this is about expression. This is the time, especially for expression, because we're in Cancer season now. It's about feeling. Go ahead and feel that stuff. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. The thing is, for the advice though for Cancer is not to react. So feel, yes, this is the time to feel, and it's okay to feel, but moderate your reactions, because everybody's going to be feeling reactionary. Okay, the worst thing you can do for yourself is to react, because anything can happen, and you don't want the bad stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't take risks, do whatever you need to do, but this is about time to watch how you react. Okay, watch how you react. Just a little side note. Now, your Romance Angels card is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. It's really good to see. Really good to see. That can make sense. I mean, I'm trying to connect here. The message is pretty clear. I mean, do what you guys need to do to get your happiness. I'm not saying be ruthless, but make that action, Alright, just pulling a Wisdom Oracle card for y'all. Alrighty. And it says, go the distance. 47. Right, let's go ahead and read the essential meanings. Let's read the essential meanings, oracle message, and the relationship message for this reading. Okay. Alright, essential meanings. Endurance, strength, the long haul. The oracle's message. To bring your dreams to life, you must think long-term and pay no attention to the fluid fluctuations in the present of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunity, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Relationship message. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain back, break yourself and remake in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall union. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? Now, that tells me that, yes, I mean, there are some issues in the past that need to be addressed, but it doesn't mean that you guys can't get through it. And you guys taking action, you guys seeing that there's going to be some message taken, you possibly meaning that you guys see yourself making those messages to go ahead and start this new beginning, based off of your history. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you guys can do it. I believe it. You guys can get through this. It's a bad habit. It's a hard habit to break. Being comfortable with yourself. And there's nothing wrong with being with yourself. It's just being isolated for so long that you keep everything tight. You keep your vulnerabilities tight. And you don't learn anything. That's what makes it hard for you guys. Now, the result of all of this is the Eight of Swords. So you guys are feeling stuck in your thoughts. It's always feeling stuck in your thoughts. You know, not moving on. Well, not really seeing things clearly because you're thinking a lot right now. That's the result of it. That's the result of everything. Overthinking, overanalyzing. And it's understandable because you haven't done it before. You know what I'm saying? And to clarify that, you have the 5 of Wands. So conflict and things. It's a test. It's a time of test. It's also very an intense time. So whatever has arisen, you guys can get through it. Because 5s, they may feel intense and very, 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 you know, like emotionally and energetically draining. They're very short-lived. They're not going to last forever. They're not going to last a very long time. They're always temporary because whatever you guys have to learn in this time is going to bring about change.